What's going on, gang? We are back in action. 400-pound strongman competition winners need to fight each other in the UFC. No, they do not. They are stiff and slow. I saw your comment about those guys being security at events as well on my video. Disagree, friend. But guys, for real, what's up with this fucking Zahabi? What's up with this fucking Zahabi Aldo matchup? Like, what the fuck is that about? Come on now. I said, hey, nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. I said, hey. Dang, guys, freaking feels like it's been a while. It's been a week since I streamed. But the internet was nowhere near good enough to stream while I was in Seattle. It was fucking brutal. It took fucking like 4 hours or some shit for a 13-minute video to upload, which is crazy if you guys have ever uploaded a video to YouTube. What's good, Scotty? What's going on, baby? We're back in action, dude. Fight Society streams, vlogs, videos, the whole fucking nine. We're in this bit. I said, hey, nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. I am sick as well, by the way, boys. I'm out here thugging it out for you guys. Should the UFC do Covington Buckley 2 and Cejudo Song 2 on the same card? Nah, Colby's gonna get fucked on his next matchup, I'm telling you. Colby gets no more favorable fights. I said, hey. What other weird fights got announced today? Rocco Taco, what's going on, baby? We're back streaming. Hooker is dumb as hell. Yeah, but you're training to fight. They happen. It happens. When you're training to fight somebody like Justin Gaethje, you have to actually train hard, and sometimes you get hurt. It's MMA training. Cejudo should have just went down to flyweight. Yeah, he should have. He's way too small to be fighting at bantamweight. And he was talking about 145 at one point, too. He wanted to fight Volk, remember? Let's see what we got announced here. Jose Aldo versus Aiemann Zahabi does not make fucking any sense. 315. Okay, main card fight. Jessica Andrade versus Jasmine Jasudavicius. Okay, another main card fight. 315 is going to be kind of rough. Did you guys see they're doing an event in Qatar? UFC Qatar, May 17th. They started announcing fights for it. Like Muhammad Usman against Hamdi Abdel Wahab. Let's see, they just added Guram against Coway Fernandez to the London card. What else we got? Victor Henry against Pedro Falcao. Okay. Davey Grant and Daniel Santos. There's some good stuff getting announced. Mike Mallet and Charles Chuck Buffalo Radke at 315 in Montreal. Kind of a sick matchup. What else we got? I thought Matt Schnell retired, but they're matching him up with Jimmy Flick in Kansas City on April 26th. And then Dan Ige, Sean Woodson got added to the Miami card. We already knew that. Carlos Prates and Jeff Neal. I said, hey. I was going to watch your latest vid, but you were streaming, so I'll watch that after the stream. My man. Yo, what's going on? Missed you, brother. Oh, Craze, what's going on, dude? Good to see you back. Thanks for hopping back in, guys. I know I was gone for a week on the streams, but we in here. When was the last time you smoked weed? Yesterday. I said, hey, nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. I said, hey, nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. I said, hey. I am sick, by the way, guys, so I'm thugging it out for you. I'm sick AF. I'm a sick boy. That Seattle card was insane. Anticlimactic main event. Yeah, dude, it kind of sucked a little bit, not gonna lie. That the way that it ended, everybody in the arena was pissed. Everyone was like, what the fuck happened? And everyone was saying that Henry bitched out. That song needs to be the theme song for your live, whatever song that is. Oh, dude, it's Randy Orton's old walkout song. I can't play it on stream, though. It's copyrighted. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. You want them to... let me catch up. Who do you think wins, Edwards or Brady? Oh, dude, I think it's going to be Brady just kind of making it really, like, boring. He's going to backpack Leon and, like, probably RNC him in, like, the third round. Do you want them to rebook Cejudo versus Song? Nah, I don't really care. Song was piecing up Cejudo bad. Yeah, but Cejudo was landing quite a bit. They were one of the judges had it 30-27 for Henry or for Song Yadong. I was like, what the fuck's going on there? It seemed like Henry was kind of starting to heat up too. Trip looked awesome. Thank you very much, Doug Funny. Appreciate you. How many fouls seemed intentional to you? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I mean, that last eye poke was pretty sus. I'm not going to lie. Cejudo was going to start wrestling championship rounds. Yeah, I agree with you. That's what I thought he was going to do too. But he was having trouble getting in on those takedowns early. Cejudo was landing. His feints were nice. Yeah, but the Song Yadong kind of fucked him up with the calf kick because Henry kept going southpaw, which I don't think he does very often. In the arena, it must be harder to see what's going on in those scenarios until you watch it back on TV. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, honestly, most of the people, when you're in like the upper decks, a lot of people are looking at the big screen during the fight. I was trying my best to not look at the big screen because I was like, dude, I want to take this in, even if it's not like, even if I'm a little bit far away, I still want to be able to take this in. Like through my own eyes, not through a screen. Song fouled Cejudo, so at that point, Henry could have backflipped to sell the eye poke, and I'd be okay with it. Yeah. I would have been fine with it too. I said in my video that that Henry bitched out of the fight. I was mostly just joking. Did it feel surreal to you seeing the fighters? No, I've trained with UFC guys and stuff like that before. UFC guys are at my gym all the time. It was just cool seeing the whole experience, though. I was like, dang, I'm at a UFC event right now. But, you know, I was a college baseball player. I used to work out with pro guys. And same thing when I was a fighter. I mean, still, even now, I still train with pro fighters and stuff like that. And UFC guys swing through the gym and stuff like that. So I'm just like, oh, yeah, they do the same thing as me. They're just really good at it. Who do you think fights Gaethje? Fuck, I hope somebody. I'm kind of thinking Holloway. Probably, maybe Moicano. Maybe Moicano or Dariush. Hey, Kid Low, you're right. They owe Dariush one after 311 where he ended up as the odd man out. Double eye poke from Song is ridiculous. The ref should have deducted a point because he was fouling Henry the whole fight. Yeah, true. He should have. At the very least, he should have taken a point and then it would have been a draw. But it is what it is. Gaethje-Hooker is a dream fight of mine. What a shame. Yeah, and they do need that fight on the card. They do need Gaethje on the card. It's not like that stacked of a card. Let me look at 313 again. I'm pretty sure it's kind of weak. Okay. Pereira, Ankalaev, Gaethje-Hooker, that one's coming off. Jalen Turner, Bahamondes, that's not bad. Oh, yeah, Mauricio Hoofy, King Green, not bad. Curtis Blades, Rizvan Kudiev. That's a pretty good card. Like I said, guys, I am sick. Shit, one sec. Might be. I just didn't want to blow my nose on camera. UFC 313 is so weak. I really hope Gaethje gets a replacement. Ilya versus Gaethje would be crazy. I don't think Ilya is going to take his lightweight, or not lightweight debut, but first like serious crack at lightweight. I really doubt that he does it on 2 weeks notice or like 10 days notice, something like that. So they'd have to do it. I mean, if anybody, okay, hear me out. Anybody that takes the fight, they're going to do it at 170 or like a 160 or one, excuse me, like a 160 or like a 165 catch weight. Do you agree with my message above? Let me see. Oh, I missed a few things. My bad. Zahabi deserves a huge fight. Okay. What's Zahabi been doing lately? If he beat like fucking some scrub in his last fight. Pedro Munoz, Javid Basharat, Ricky Tercios, Kaling, or Aorchi Kileng. Yeah. 5 wins in a row. Hasn't lost since 2019. Yeah, fuck it. 12-2. He's 37 years old. I didn't even know. Dang, he's old. Yeah, fuck it, dude. Try to climb the rankings. You're 37. I've heard Ariel and lots of people actually say how going to the events isn't as good as watching on TV. And in all honesty, but is just something you need to experience once. Doug Funny, that's true. At the end of the day, the trip was fun, but going to the fights was not like, it's not a crazy different experience. Unless you sit cage side, I hear you. Unless you sit cage side and you said that's worth going to over watching at home, I get that. But those are like $10,000 seats or whatever. So you have to go at some point, but I definitely would say that it is more fun to be at home and not spend the money and not overpay on food and drink and stuff like that. But no, I had a good time. Seattle's a shithole though. I hate to say it. Like the area was nice. I liked how fucking clean the air was compared to LA with all the smog and shit. But still, I was like, fuck, dude, every single corner there's somebody hitting the fentanyl lean and there's like human shit on the street. Like not dog shit, but like human shit on the street. John Dong, what's going on, baby? How do you think Prime Usman versus Fluffy at middleweight would go? That's a good matchup. Usman would. I think Usman wins. Decision. Never understood the hesitancy to take a point and defend it by saying it changes the fight. Allowing a double Weidman punch changes the fight more. Yeah, that's. I agree with you 100%, Jake. I think that it should be just take a point. You as the ref are supposed to enforce the rules. They committed a foul, you know? Holloway on short notice would be tough, yeah. Cage side at local MMA and ringside at local boxing is fire? Yeah, honestly. I think the Apex would be fun to go to. Yeah, those are $1,000 tickets, though. I think they're expanding the Apex, though, if I'm not wrong. Cage side, if you're low down, you can't see them when they're on the mat, can you? Maybe. Or if they're on the other side of the cage. Did you go to the chop zone? No, but I might as well have, bro. There was a lot of open air drug use, you know? I went to my first ever UFC card in 2023 at UFC Austin, Arman versus Beneil. I had a blast and it was awesome, but I definitely would rather watch the sports on TV at home with the homies. Yeah, me too. Do you want to go there again, or are you glad you've done it once? I definitely want to go again, but I'm not going to unless it's some crazy card and I have some random influx of cash, or I'm like, oh yeah, let me drop $2,000 on tickets. I'm not going to go out of my way to be like, oh yeah, I need to plan a trip, book a flight, stuff like that. It's still fun though. I mean, it's just that the comfort of being at home. And then you go, oh, I don't give a fuck about this fight, or oh, this fight's boring. Luckily, I didn't have any boring fights. The fights I watched were sick. I think 9 finishes and 11 fights. I'll definitely do it again, but I'm not super pressed to save the money and book the flights for it right now. You know, it's not something where I'm like, oh my God, I need to go to 313 in 2 weeks. You get used to the crackheads. Just heard my dogs running around the house. You used to get used to the crackheads? No, dude, I'm from LA. I'm used to that shit. And I in Seattle was like, whoa, there's a lot of that shit out in the open. How do you think prime McGregor against Diego Lopez goes? McGregor. Because I think McGregor at 145 just had that godly power. And I just saw a compilation of Diego Lopes getting clipped by crosses. Dan Ige, and then whoever he fought after he fought Movsar and lost by decision, whoever it was, his first Diego, or let me look at his shirt dog. Whichever his second fight was after the loss to Movsar. He gets clipped by right hands, but I'm just saying as a whole, I feel that McGregor would be able to put a nice Celtic cross on his chin. Let me see. Yeah, Gavin Tucker. It was Gavin Tucker. With that said, he did submit Gavin Tucker in 1 minute and 38 seconds. How do you think? I just read that. I was telling MMA experts about your channel, bro. He's a really nice guy like you. You're both different, how you're genuine MMA fans and not just clickbaity content and drama, which I don't like. Hell yeah, bro. MMA experts. Let me check them out. Let's see. MMA experts. The guy with the curly hair. Am I on the right page? MMA experts. I'll hit them with that sub. This sub. Prime McGregor at featherweight, Lopez wins, but it's close. Maybe. Really want your channel to grow like his too, because you're a nice guy and deserve it. Doug Funny, thank you very much. You're the man. Thank you very much. Definitely a sub for Lopes. Oh, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, you're right. Who you got? Volk versus Lopes. Ah, fuck, dude. I'm really hoping for Volk because Volk's one of my favorite fighters, but he is coming off 2 losses and a year and a half off, going up against a much younger guy who's hot right now. A streaking Lopez. Sorry. You guys always hop on me for that. Rooting for Volk. Islam couldn't sub Volk. True. Lopez is going to pick Volk apart. Hate to say it. I don't know if he gets a finish on Volk, though. Yeah, we'll see. I want Diego to win, not because I want Volk to lose. I love Volk, but I want to see fresh. I want to see a fresh new division. Yeah, we're kind of coming up on that. If you look at the rankings, you have a lot of old guys in most of the divisions. Let me pull up the UFC rankings real quick. In most of the divisions, you have a lot of older guys in the top like 8 and a lot of young guys in the bottom like 9, from like 9 to 15 in the rankings. Let's peep these rankings, boys. So let's see. Like, for example, in flyweight, Royval, Moreno, Kai Kara France, Alex Perez. Other than that, mostly new guys. Tim Elliott. But still guys that haven't got title shots, shit like that. Excuse me. Bantamweight, actually a lot of turnover. A lot of new guys in the rankings. Here, let me move it over. Sorry. Montel Jackson, Marcus McGee, Zahabi, Kyler Phillips, Batista, Song Yadong's young, and then and Umar and O'Malley, and then the rest of the guys are kind of vets. But yeah, like then you look at these other divisions, and this is where you have like featherweight for sure needs some turnover. Ilya's gone. They still have him listed as the champ, but Ilya's gone. And then Volk, old vet. Holloway not in the division anymore. Diego Lopez, Movsar, Yair's been around for a while. Ortega's moving to 55. Josh Emmett, Sterling. Giga hasn't been around that long, but he's older. And then like Calvin Kattar, Dan Ige. And then the only really like young new guys that, I don't want to say new, but young and up and comers that are like kind of a shift for the division is Zalal, Murphy, Allen, Lopez. That's 4 guys. So we're going to have like a lot of turnover in this division in the next like 2 years. Whereas bantamweight might kind of look the same, you know? There's nothing Volk can really do to slow Lopes down. Yeah, but people are hating on Volk because of these, not hating, but people are doubting Volk because of his 2 losses. Watch him come out and just put on like a Holloway 3 performance, like 50-45 Diego Lopez. I want Diego to win. Oh, I saw that. It does feel like we're in a transition phase with the divisions. Middleweight, for example, with DDP and new contenders, while Whitaker and Izzy are going down a little. Yeah. Movsar, I would say, is in the category too with Allen's. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Movsar definitely is. He's young. He's undefeated. You have to get a title shot. You're right. And then, like, let me see. Lightweight, we got Islam, vet. Hear me out, guys. Islam might only be around for, like, 3 more fights. I think he's going to retire kind of young. But you got Saruki in there, but, like, vet. How the fuck did Max Holloway sneak up to number 5? Did they just put him there? Because he was 9 after the Gaethje fight. Vet. And then some new guys. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of turnover here. And then let's see. Bantamweight, not bantamweight. Welterweight. Old but new. Old. New. Old. New. Some turnover. Kamaru Usman and Leon will be out of there soon. I don't think they'll fight that much longer. But yeah, I'd say welterweight right now welterweight is probably going to be the hottest division for the next few years. And then middleweight, got DDP, new guy, kind of snuck up on us as champion, right? He's already a champion with 2 defenses. That's crazy. Like literally after the Brunson fight, when I was watching DDP, I was like, this guy fucking sucks. And then, oh shit, let me fucking fix the way I'm sitting. Imavov, Fluffy, Bohalio, all coming up at middleweight. Yep. Brendan Allen also to a degree, even though he's had a couple losses. Yeah, he's still young though. Brendan Allen's 29. I don't think Brendan Allen has what it takes to be a top 5 guy though. After seeing that performance, he just looked dumb. Like he, no hate to him, but he was fighting so dumb against Anthony Hernandez. Oh, when did they put Renner to Ritter in the top 15? Huh. But yeah, so new guy. I guess you could still say up and comer in Hamzat because he hasn't gotten his title shot yet. And then new guy. Old. New, but kind of old. Yeah. Middleweight's carrying the UFC, but welterweight has the best potential matchups. Agreed. Middleweight is cooking right now. And then light heavyweight and heavyweight are in kind of a rough spot. TBH. A lot of people doubted DDP when he said about his nose not being able to breathe. Then he got it fixed and proved us all wrong. Yeah, there's a mythical MMA fighter Twitter account called Oxygenated DDP. Brendan Allen has solid striking. Why doesn't he trust his striking? I think it's because he has good grappling, and that might be like what he learned first. And so he lacks the confidence to like venture out of that. Like he's like, I got good jiu-jitsu. When the going gets tough, I'm going to do what's familiar, you know? I think it's a confidence thing with Brett. Oh yeah, for sure. Allen has low fight IQ. Like he kept chasing submissions, but he was hella gassed after the first. Yeah, I agree. He rocked the shit out of Fluffy and went for a takedown. Oh my God, bro. I remember when that happened in the arena. He rocked him and then shot a takedown. And like, sometimes there's people that don't know the fights, that they're like girls that are there with their dude and they don't like know it that much. But literally, like, there was a collective like, no, when he shot a takedown. By the way, guys, if you're in here, please do me a favor, like the stream, please and thank you. Like the stream. And if you want to follow us on other platforms as well, they're listed right down here. We'll add more platforms soon. Moshi Cats, what's going on, baby? What'd you miss? Not much. We're just talking about the fights. We're talking about Seattle, talking about the Gaethje falling out, all that type of shit. Let me peep this MMA experts guy. I like the layout of his channel. I want to see what his vibe is. Ooh. Nope. What did I just do? Hold on. What did I just do, my friend? What did I just do, baby? Did I fuck something up? Hold on. Oh, no, I'm good. I started fucking with my mic settings on accident. How Farid Basharat was literally okay the night of that KO is insane. Yeah, I know, because that dude was off the pickle Ricks, bro. That's one thing I will say, the value in going to the events. I know that you don't have to go all the time. I definitely think that there's like value in staying home, saving the money and stuff. But there was a couple things, now that I'm thinking about it, there was a couple things that you just can't match at home. And it has to do with the crowd. Like when Ricky Simone KO'd Basharat, the way that everybody, like even guys that I didn't know that were sitting next to me in Bo, that I like kind of made friends with, that happened. And we were like pushing each other and stuff. We were like, whoa, what the fuck? That was one thing, is the fan, like everybody was really friendly. I know people be fighting and shit. If you guys watch my vlog, there was a fight in the crowd after the main event. But like as a whole, like my experience with people in the crowd was fun, dude. Everybody was like, it was me and Bo, and then we got sat next to some UFC fan and his girl, and they're really cool. They were really cool. And then to my left was just like a couple of jiu-jitsu bros from Seattle. And they were like, yeah, we train in the gi. And I was like, oh, damn, I've never worn a gi because when I was fighting, I didn't want to develop those habits and stuff. And they knew a lot. And then I showed them my channel, shit like that. There was a few people that I met that that we like exchanged Instagrams, and I sent them my Fight Society channel and stuff like that. I actually was getting airsick. I was getting motion sickness on the flight from Vegas to Seattle, and I was in the back of the plane the entire time. I literally like called dibs on one of the 3 lavatories or like the bathrooms, and I was in the bathroom throwing up the whole time. And the flight attendants would like come to the back and give me a cup of water, or not a cup of water, a cup of ice to chew on, because I was like overheating and sweating. Oh my God, it was the craziest 2 hours. And then at the end of the flight, like as soon as we landed, I was fine. And they were like, so what are you doing in Seattle? Are you from here? And I was like, oh no, like I do YouTube. Has to do with like UFC and stuff like that. And one of the flight attendants was like, oh, do you know who Chase Hooper is? And I was like, yeah, of course I know who Chase Hooper is. And she was like, oh, my fiance is like best friends with him. Like we hang out with him all the time. And I was like, dang, show him my channel. I want to get an interview. And then the other flight attendant that was helping me is Jens Pulver's sister-in-law. Like she's married to Jens Pulver's brother. And so I was like, what the fuck? Small world. It's like weird when you start talking about UFC and martial arts and stuff, there's just like weird connections that happen. Like I followed both of them on Instagram. They followed the channel and all that stuff. So, but anyways, that was a little bit of a yap. Let me return to what I was saying. As far as the crowd goes, the reaction to KOs, and then also the hearing the entire crowd together do the "It's time" along with Bruce Buffer, so sick, dude. That the reactions to finishes and big shots getting landed and Buffer announcing and the way everybody got hyped, those were the things that were like the things you can't replicate unless you're there. Plus, a lot of times Allen's opponents are always able to reverse position. That's true too. Yeah. Wyatt, do you think the shakeup in featherweight is good for Arnold Allen? He was in an unfair, tough spot after his loss to Max, and honestly, he did beat Evloev. Yeah, he did beat Movsar, dude. Especially with the new rules, Movsar doesn't get bailed out on that knee by Mark Goddard. I remember that show. I was watching that. I was like, fuck that. They have to change this rule. But yeah, no. I think that it's good for Arnold Allen that he has experience against like a very tough vet, a Hall of Famer, former champ in obviously Max Holloway, and then also against the up-and-comers where he looked like he won against Movsar. I think Arnold Allen's in a good spot because he also fought Dan Hooker at featherweight when Dan Hooker went down in weight. And I think that that's good for Arnold Allen. He's young still. What is he, 30? 31? And he has all that experience against top-level guys that some of these top guys, Diego Lopez set aside, don't really have. So I definitely think that it'll be good for Arnold Allen. I think he's good enough to where it doesn't matter if there's a shakeup or not. I think Arnold Allen, I'm not saying he's one of those guys where I'm like, he's going to be a champ for sure because it's such a loaded division and he's up there with all those other sharks at the top. But I'm not going to say it's out of the question for him. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Arnold Allen gets a belt at some point. You'll like AJ from MMA Experts. He does his regular daily lives and videos and also has a show called Moneyline with Mike Finch, which I also think you'll enjoy. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, that fight thing in the crowd spoils it. Yeah, luckily for me, it was way on the other side. I literally had to zoom in hella far to get it for my vlog, but it was right after they announced that Song Yadong won, because in the arena, everybody thought it was going to be a no contest. And then they did the whole technical decision thing. And it must have been people that had money on it arguing or something like that, or somebody that called Henry a pussy, because a bunch of people were like, fucking Henry's a bitch, dude, in the arena. I was like, fucking, in my head, I was like, fucking, okay, you go get poked in both eyes and then asked to keep fighting, you know? At UFC Austin, I saw 2 powerbomb KOs and Armin KO Beneil. Everyone near me was hype as fuck. I low-key made friends with strangers when I went to the fights by myself. Yo, bro, craze, you're passing the vibe check, bro. If you can go out by yourself and make friends, super vibe check. Damn, Wyatt out here expanding his connections. I was doing my best, bro, because low-key, when I'm just like on my solo dolo type shit, when I'm just like going through my daily routines, I'm not the most social person, believe it or not, you know? But when it comes to like the YouTube stuff and like things that I really, really care about, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm locking in. We're making some connections. I'm telling people I do YouTube so that they check out my channel. I'm not going to be like quiet about it or feel embarrassed that somebody thinks it's cringe. I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, even like when I was going around, people like, oh, you in town for and stuff. Like we went to this breakfast burrito place and the guy was like, what are you here for? And I was like, yo, not to be cringe, but like I'm a YouTuber. I'm here for the UFC fights. And he was like, no, bro, that's fucking dope, dude. Good for you. Blah, blah, blah. Let me see your channel and all that shit. So like there was honestly like when you just open up to people, they're usually very receptive, which I was really nervous to do because I'm not the most social person. When I'm comfortable, I'm very social, but not all the time, you know? Arnold going the distance with Max in a competitive fight too has aged beautifully. He has the best performance against Max if you think about it. Yeah. Arnold was undefeated until Max too. That is impressive. Yeah, he was. Do you think the UFC is going to set up Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva? Yeah, I think so. I think they should. Oh, hold on. Whoopsie. Let me peep this guy. Yo, I like this. Me and this MMA experts guy kind of have the same vibe. I'm fucking with it. How was Seattle? Bro, it was tight. I just dropped the vlog earlier if you want to watch it after the stream. But yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. The fights were crazy. Crazy travel day. On Wednesday, we were supposed to be flying out there, and it was supposed to be a 10 a.m. flight landing in Seattle at 12:45. And we're on the flight, sitting there, seatbelts buckled, the whole nine. And they go, hey guys, this was at 9:58. They go, hey guys, it's 9:58. We're doing a software update on the navigation right now. They told us that it'll be over at 10 and then we can take off. So it'll be just a few minutes and then we'll get going. We sit there. And it's fucking so hot on this plane. And for like 20 minutes, and they go, hey guys, it's taken longer to do the software update than expected. We're going to delay the flight 2 hours. So we get off and we sit there for 2 hours. And then they go, hey guys, flight's canceled. And then they gave us an option to get on a different flight that night straight to Seattle. They canceled that flight too. And so they canceled that flight too. And then they offered us a connecting flight from LA to Vegas. And then from Vegas to Seattle. And so if you include all that with the flight, getting the rental car, getting to the hotel, we got there at like 12:30. And what was supposed to be a 4-hour travel day turned into like an 18-hour travel day. And yeah, we kind of like lost a day off the trip, which kind of sucked. And I mean, they give me some flight credits and shit like that so that I get money off of flights in the future because of the inconvenience. But Yeah, and then also that happened, and then I was getting fucking sick on the flight, and that's where I made my Jens Pulver and Chase Hooper connection. But yeah, overall, super fun. Bo and I shot a music video. We did a bunch of vlog stuff. And what else? Oh, dude. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine that I talk about this, but dang, dude. Like, so there was this girl trying to riz Bo when we were at Dave's Hot Chicken. We went there at like 1 a.m. one night, and we didn't think it was going to be packed. It was fucking packed at like 1 a.m. And we go in there. We get to skip the line because we ordered online. Yo. Dang, somebody got mad at me, bro. I just lost like 2 or 3 subs since the beginning of this stream. What the hell? Oh my God. No way. I said, hey, nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. I said, hey, nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. But yeah, so yeah, so this girl started rizzing Bo while we were waiting for the food. This girl was like, "Are you guys from here?" And she was bad. And she was like, "Are you guys from here?" And I was like tired and in a bad mood, and like I was like not trying to talk to strangers at that moment. And and they and Bo starts talking to this girl. He's like, "No, we're from LA." And she goes, "Oh, isn't Dave's Hot Chicken from LA?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah." And then our food came, and he was just like, "All right, see you later." And then we got back to the car, and he was like, "Fuck, bro, I just fell in love." And I was like, "Yeah, you should have fucking talked to her, bro. She initiated a conversation with you. You should have done it. You should have asked for an Instagram or something." It's all good though. Still my man's. Still my guy. When you say you're a YouTuber, it feels like people would think it's cringe, but that shit is dope. Yeah, bro. I've came around to that because I used to think like creative things that because when you're younger, like people take creative endeavors, like they think they're cringe. If you make music, if you're an artist, if you try to be a YouTuber, anything that's not just like the normal shit, people make fun of you. And so I think I kind of just held on to that. And, fuck, what was I saying? Oh, I think I held on to that like thought process of like people are going to think this is whack. And the more people that I tell, they're like, "Yo, that shit's dope." Like, okay, so while I was in Seattle, if you guys know UFC lightweight, I think he's a lightweight, Lando Venata, he's friends with one of my training partners. And so he stops into my gym sometimes. And I've met him before, but it was before I was doing YouTube. And my brother was talking to him, and my brother was like, "Oh yeah, my brother's a YouTuber." And he goes, "Oh bro, I got to check out his channel," stuff like that. Like it was super cool, especially from a UFC fighter too. I thought he'd be like, "Oh, YouTuber, MMA YouTuber, that's cringe." But he was cool about it. Yeah, Wyatt, I'll let him know you subscribed. Always nice to see you guys grow. You put in a lot of time, hard work, and passion, and that doesn't always get recognized. So it's nice when you do, bro. Hell yeah, I appreciate that a lot, man. It's I care about this. I'm just trying to be useful. I'm trying to provide entertainment. I'm just trying to be useful to you guys. Provide entertainment, some fun talk about fights, the thing that we all love, type of that. I'm just trying to be useful to you guys. That's all. And the more people, the more I grow the channel, the more I can be useful. I just got 10-7 by my ex. Nate, what happened, bro? Cruddy? It was cool to see your green screen and setup. Oh yeah, bro, that was my That was my hotel setup. So like my setup here is a lot different. I'll do a behind the scenes vlog for you guys here too, so you can see it. Oh, the green screen in the shed. Yeah. That's like my podcast and music studio, but I do my Fight Society stuff in my room. Like literally my bed is right behind this green screen. What are your favorite fighters as of now to watch? Carlos Prates, Charles Oliveira, Tom Aspinall, Dustin Poirier, Alex Pereira. Honestly, DDP. DDP's entertaining. Have you thought about some different backgrounds for your green screen to mix it up a little? Yeah, I just saw I like how that MMA Experts guy does like different types of live streams, like different shows. I fuck with that. I might, have different backgrounds and do different shows or something like that. That'd be sick. It's all about, just taking ideas from other people's stuff that you like. It's kind of like the number one piece of advice from YouTube is copy people that you like the way they film, not necessarily the video, but like how they film or how they present things or the mics they use and stuff like that, Inspiration. Yes, exactly. Doug, you get it. It's crazy that Brundage is the co-main. Yeah, they're giving him they're feeding him for allowing the UFC to feed him to Bo Nickel. Even though he gave it like a really good fight. Crazy that we ask for Instagram instead of a phone number. Yeah, well, because the thing is with Instagram, you can peep out the girl's life or they can peep out your life. You can be like, is this person weird? Do I have mutuals with her? Stuff like that. And then if it's not a vibe, you can just unfollow or block. And on the bright side, they don't have your number, So I understand why. But yeah, the vibes. It's like an extra layer. Because I feel like giving your phone number out is like super personal these days. I hate giving people my phone number. I'm like, just DM me on Instagram. Like even people that I was meeting at the fights, I was like, they were like, let me get your number, bro. I want to see your channel. And I'm like, oh yeah, just hit me on my IG. My ex instigated a conversation with me at my conference. I should have got up and walked away. Nate, what happened, bro? I know you probably didn't watch Bivol versus Beterbiev 2, but that fight was insane. I saw the highlights, bro. Dude, Bivol is him. I fucking love Bivol, dude. That one clip of him talking about like how emotions are spices for your life, but they don't help you get through things. I was like, dang, bro, bars. Yeah, you're right. It's quite good, really. Just crazy how we've evolved into that. Yeah. Everything becomes more and more digitized onto these platforms. Yeah, dude, I actually like kind of started like limiting myself because we were bored a lot in Seattle, like on the plane and then like just like on like the bus to the rental car and all that different stuff. And I kept looking at my phone and I caught myself. I was like, fuck this, dude. I'm looking at my phone way too much. I'm just going to stare out the window, touch some grass or something, No one likes to talk on the phone these days. Oh, dude, if a girl calls me out of the blue, I hate that shit. If anybody calls me out of the blue, I hate that shit. Like, actually, I'd rather somebody text me and be like, yo, can I call right now? And that way I'm mentally prepared for it. Because it can't be it's not a movement if you have no motion. Real ones know that clip. I don't have Instagram, so I just ask girls for their numbers and go from there. I'm 24, but I got that old school personality. Maybe it's just me. Bro, you're 24 without an Instagram? Low key? Hear me out, bro. Girls will love that. Girls will absolutely love that. If you're in your 20s, you're part of this. I'm 26. We're like basically the same age. If you're in this generation without an Instagram, dude, girls will eat that shit up. I remember like back when I was on the dating apps, like I'm not on them anymore, but like when I would see girls say, I'll tell my friends about you if you don't have an Instagram. And I was like, girl, I'm a fucking YouTuber. That shit's not happening for me. But anyways. But also, if you're 24 and not on Instagram, you're actually, and you're just walking up to girls, bro, you're like up there, you know? Because even like the girl I'm talking to now, like I met her on a dating app, you know? Like, shit like that. Like it's, I honestly, I don't even know if ever in my life, hear me out. I don't know. And you know, like, I don't know if ever in my life I've walked up to a girl and asked for a number. Maybe in middle school or something and been like, hey, do you want to hang out by the swings during recess? I deleted all my social media years ago. You know, I wish I could do that, but in hindsight, in practicality, I'm a content creator, so I kind of have to live on it, but it's all good. As soon as like this is popping and I can hire editors, I'll be able to spend way less time on screens because I do spend a lot. I do spend way too much time looking at screens. Yo, for real, then I guess I'm doing something right with the ladies. Yeah, bro. I think it's because girls like, I don't know. I don't know what the deal. I'll ask a girl right now. Okay. I'll have an answer for you shortly. There is that side of it too. If everyone has their head buried in their phones, they can also be a distraction from communicating with each other. And we also communicate more because of it too. Yeah, that's actually true. It's a catch-22. It's a weird way to think about it. It separates us, but makes us more connected. Interesting. I end up getting my social media guy ran into her at the bar and did not tell me like a dumbass and told me to come out and have drinks with him. Oh, bro, you got to pull your homie aside. Sometimes you got to have a little sidebar. You got to be like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Now we have to plot an exit. I ended up getting stuck drinking with her and she saw my friend text me saying, are you going back with her? She's put on a lot of weight. Oh shit. I tried deflecting, which did not work. And then she got mad when I wouldn't go back with her. I'm so proud of myself. I was convinced that if I ever ran into her, I would go back and do that. But she's in the past for a reason. Bars, Nate. Talk to him, bro. Talk to him, bro. That's what we like to see. That fires me up, Nate. It's easy to go back to what's comfortable, you know? I'm proud of you, dog. I'm proud of you, big dog. I get rejected all the time, but I'm not afraid to approach girls in person. That's just me, though. I approached so many girls last year, but didn't get a single date. Dang, you guys are fucking ballsy, bro. You just be walking up to chicks? Dang. Still can't believe Esteban is on this card after having Fight of the Year contender at the Sphere, too. It's like the booking doesn't make sense. It's like they're trying to make us accept. They're like trying to shove Apex is acceptable down our throats by putting good fighters on it. It's fucked. John Dong, sometimes that's how it is, bro. It's not personal or anything. Don't feel down about it. It's normal, bro, this day and age. You know the vibes. Dude, Doug Funny brings the good vibes. Doug Funny's a supportive guy. Doug Funny's the man. Yo, hey, let's get some dubs in the chat for Doug Funny. Let's get some dubs in the chat for Doug Funny. Bring in the good vibes. Making me want to be a little bit more positive myself, too. I'm a little bit of a Debbie Downer sometimes. Let's get dubs in the chat for Doug Funny. Sorry, blowing my nose. Yeah, Dub Funny. That's right. Ba-ba-ba. That's the very condensed version. I can DM you a longer one. Yeah, go for it, bro. Doug Funny, appreciate it. I'm also in a state where people tend to get in a relationship and get married young, so I'm sure that has something to do with it. What state are you in, brother? Are you in Utah? I have a feeling you're in Utah, John Dong. Or you're in like a southern state. It's so weird because we're in a time where communication is at our fingertips, but yet so many people don't communicate. For example, read messages or short conversations. Catch 22. Agreed. Agreed. Dub Doug, dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. Dub's in the chat for Doug Funny, bro. The man. I walked up to this girl and talked to her and then asked her out on a date. She told me she had a boyfriend and then told me I was bold for approaching her, and she liked that. Damn, that's interesting. John Dong, don't give in to peer pressure. It's not all roses. Being in a relationship, being different is individuality, which shows strength. Bro, let's go, bro. I'm in Oklahoma. Here, people here get married young. Bro, so my very last semester of college, because I was at Chico State, which was a state school, and they canceled all sports because of COVID. And I didn't want to come back to school for another year to like play another year of baseball and like take BS classes because of my degree. So I transferred to this like really small Christian school in Orange County called Vanguard University. And there's a thing at Christian schools, at least, I mean, at this school, I'll say, there was a thing at this school called Ring by Spring. And it was like, if you're dating and it's your senior year, by the spring semester, you propose and then you get married in the fall after you graduate. And at that school, on my baseball team, I'd say 10 to 12 guys got out of 35, got married like right out of college. I think 2 of them are still married. Or 3. No, off the top of my head, it's 3. And one of them cheats on his wife all the time, and did cheat on her when she was his girlfriend too. Yeah, bro, it was the weirdest thing going to that school because I would literally be sitting there, and I didn't grow up religious. Like, I believe in God, but like I'm not like I don't have like a religion that I believe in something, but I don't, it's not like a religion. I just believe there's something greater. And I remember being there, and all these dudes on my team could like recite Bible verses off the top of their head. And then they would go and like cheat on their girlfriend, do coke and gamble and all that shit on road trips, on the weekends and all that stuff. And I remember being like, what the fuck? Like, what is it? Like, is this the way religion is? Like, it's kind of just like putting on for something. And then not following through. It's more about the rituals than the actual way you live your life. And so that gave me like a really weird outlook on that shit. But anyway, sorry, you got me on that tangent because of talking about people getting married young. I'm 26 now. I'm going through not me personally, but it's the first round of people that got married after high school divorces. I see people that are like 25, 26, and they're just like already getting divorced. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Should have just waited a little bit longer. But also my parents they got married in their late 30s to each other, and it was both of their second marriage. So I think that like because of that, it makes me like more like, oh yeah, be hesitant, make sure it's the right person. You don't need to rush type shit. I would have had a date with a solid 9 out of 10 if it wasn't for my friend being an idiot. Yeah, it's how it goes. Sometimes the bros fumble the huzz for you. Sometimes the bros fumble the fine shit. Did that boxing match of Rampage versus Rashad happen already? No, I think it's in. Let me look. Because I reached out to them trying to get on the card. I'm not even joking. I wanted to fight on the card. April 12th, so it's in like 2 months, a month and a half. Like I have some friends who are in their late teens and early 20s and already married and have a kid. Bro, you're going to be, in my opinion, like for me, I'm a huge, like I am vastly different than when I was, I am so vastly different at 26 than I was at 21. If I was like, you know, like even like I was, I'm a vastly different person than I was 10 months ago when I was in a relationship with somebody, you know? So like getting married and having a kid, getting all that permanent shit, like kids and stuff, like you can undo a marriage. You can't undo a kid, you know? Like to have those, to add those irreversible commitments to your life at such a young age when you don't even know like who you're going to be in 5 years. Like when you're 30, you're starting to like be in the person who you're going to be like forever. You know, some people change a lot, but once you get over 30 and that frontal cortex is like developed, that's when you can be like, okay, what's forever mean to me? What do I want to do for the rest of my life? Also, being single grows strength. When you don't need a relationship, you're in a very good place because it becomes a bonus, not a need. So if a relationship doesn't work out, you're fine and not emotionally dependent on someone else. Yeah, dude, I've been emotionally dependent on someone before. It's a slippery slope to go down, bro. Let me see. It's a good way to look at it. Dougie, thank you very much. You're welcome, John Dong. Honestly, enjoy your alone time. And when a companion comes, it's a bone. Dude, Doug Funny is an oracle in here, bro. He's the wise elder. If Bryce hears about this shit, he's gonna lose. If he hears about this, he's gonna lose his shit, dude. I know. Fight Society, man. Ready to step in against Justin Gaethje on short notice, man. Damn, you went to Vanguard. I know quite a few people you might have crossed paths with. Yeah, DM me some names. I'll let you know. Okay. We have our answer about why chicks like guys without Instagrams. Depends on the girl. I guess it can be an indication that they're more present, less brain rot, more book and touch grass vibe. Mostly, though, a lot of very jealous type girls like that it means they don't see girls' asses on a daily basis. Fire. Okay, we have our answer, boys. It's about being exposed to brain rot and chicks, basically. So there's our answer. I'm bummed that Gaethje versus Hooker is canceled. That fight would have fed blood banks, dude. I know, and the card needed that fight. It's kind of weak. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. There were times when I would be talking to women with my homie and I was about to fumble, but homie came in and saved the play for me. I'm still learning the game. Hey, you're fast tracking learning the game. If you're walking straight up to girls and learning for yourself, you're not like watching fucking Fresh and Fit tell you how to talk to girls and shit like that. If you're actually going out there and doing it yourself and not listening to these like male gurus, you're learning the game in real time. You're out in the field, on feet, standing on biz. You can't rely on someone else to create your happiness. It's also a lot of pressure to be that person who is responsible for someone else's happiness. An independent man who creates his own happiness is very powerful and attractive to girls. That's Doug Funny, bro. More like Doug. What's Truthy? Doug. Nah, okay. I was trying to come up with something aside from funny that works. Call him Dougie Cooks because he's cooking in the chat. Doug's spitting that heat. That's what I'm saying, dude. He's fucking going. You guys want to hear the craziest? Look at this. Somebody commented this in. You think Ebo got fraud checked? Maybe. He's still got a lot of power, you know. I just think he just fought a guy that wouldn't get KO'd. But somebody literally commented on my very old Pat Barry and Rose Namajunas video and said they don't look bad together if her parents didn't have a problem with it and they know the facts. They are very successful. You're jealous and it shows. Yes, I'm jealous of Pat Barry. No. You guys are going to clip that. Somebody in my comments saying I'm jealous of Pat Barry. That's crazy. The same way we like our women to be independent and not rely on us to make them happy, they do too. True. I'm smoking on that gas. Life should be on Cinemax. Who eat more bigger tits and a big... Nah, check that dude's hard drive. I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. What's been your favorite fight card this year? I'll say by default it's Seattle. 312 wasn't it? 311 was really good. 312 was really good. Let's see. Cannonier Rodriguez was okay. 312 sucked. As far as name value. Oh, dude, the fucking Saudi Arabia card was sick too. The Izzy and Imavov card. First card of the year was whack. Hebos versus Dern. Dude, Islam is 27-1. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll say the one that I went to, and aside from that, probably the Saudi Arabia one. Yeah. Hey, freaking Austin Vanderford showing out too. How sick was that? Austin Vanderford getting a finish in his UFC debut on 4 days notice. OG 2 Chainz went so hard. I know, dude. I know. I don't know if any of you guys listen to Larry June, but I don't know if you guys listen to Larry June, but he's one of my favorite rappers. He just dropped a collab album with 2 Chainz that's pretty dope. What am I listening to right now? I've been listening to that Drake and Party Next Door album. Who more bigger tits and a bigger ass. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Ba 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 da ba ba da da ba ba da ba. Wyatt sneezing tonight. Yeah, I'm sick, dude. I got sick from the trip. I stayed home from work today. I was sick. Sick of these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Ebo got to improve his striking defense and improve his ground game because Colty Laba cracked him before the takedown. Damn, why are you jealous of Pat? I didn't know you like him Epstein Island age. It's a tough question, brother. I'm just playing. We always get a surprise champion. We never expected Strickland, DDP, Juliana. I wonder who will do that this year. Who's going to be our unexpected champion? Let me look. Because it's got to be a ranked fighter. Nobody that's unranked right now at the end of February is going to be a champ at the end of this year. I mean, obviously it's possible, but Kaikar of France, maybe, but he's not that much of a surprise. Like, he's been at the top of the division for a while. Let me see. I'll go out on a limb. Let me look through these rankings. Lopez, I think Lopez is definitely... Fluffy would be super unexpected. If Fluffy, like at middleweight, Fluffy's 9 now. What if they give Fluffy like a Whitaker matchup? And he wins that? Does he get a title shot? Brendan Allen? Maybe. Fucking, what about Renner to Ritter? Brady if JDM wins. Oh, yeah, that's possible too. Wait, hear me out, gang. Dominic Reyes. I could see RDR getting like a Brendan Allen to get to number 10 and then like a random short notice title fight. Imavov can become champ. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Sean Brady's a good call. Who is Dom Reyes booked against? Is it Nikita Krylov? Is it Nikita Krylov? I think he's on the Miami card. Yeah, Nikita Krylov. Okay, hear me out. Nikita Krylov is ranked 8th. Oh, I thought he was higher than that. If he can beat Nikita Krylov, I'm just saying they would put him up there because the fans are behind him with the whole Jones controversy. If he beats Krylov and he's number 8, because look besides that, Ankalaev, if he lost to Pereira at 1, Yuri already lost to him twice, Blachowicz 3 lost to him, Hill lost to him, Rakic coming off a loss, Khalil lost to him. The only other option besides Dom Reyes would be like Carlos Ulberg, and I think he probably still needs one more win for a title shot. I'm telling you, I know we got the random matchup of Roundtree versus Pereira last year. That was because of Ankalaev not wanting to fight then. And then also, but you know, like the layout of the division, I could see the same thing happening with Dom Reyes. I could see Dom Reyes beating Krylov and getting a title shot ranked like 7th or 8th. Kaya would be unexpected, but he's only 1 win away from a title shot. What about Shamil Gaziev, gang? He's ranked 11th. I say you get him a Curtis Blades matchup and then a title shot from there. Michael Morales, too. Dang, you guys are throwing some at me because Morales is fighting Burns. That'll jump him to 8, and they'd be like 1 win away. I say Kaya would be unexpected. I like that about MMA is so unpredictable. There's so many ways to win fights, of course, yeah. Reyes is potentially 2 wins away. I think he's potentially 1 away. C-Rod and Costa from the weekend just been announced. Oh, Christian Rodriguez and that Mezcal Costa guy. Let me look. Let me check out Big Marcel's Instagram. Oh, yeah, there it is. UFC Mexico. Wow, quick turnaround for, let's see. Yeah, that's a quick turnaround. That's 29th. That's a month after going to a decision, right? So let's see. So as of right now, that Canada card has Bilal JDM main event, Shevchenko, Fior, co-main, Grasso, Natalia Silva. Oh, what the fuck? They moved Gilbert Burns and Michael Morales. They moved Gilbert Burns and Michael Morales off the Miami card. They moved it to 315 in Canada. Damn. Gene Silva. I could see, weirdly enough, Gene Silva getting a belt, like just because he's such an enigma and the fans love him so much. Josh Van, possible, yeah. AJ McKee, 2 wins away, yeah. Josh Van is good. Another wild card, Patricio Pitbull, yeah. That's true. He is fighting Yair. That would put him at what? I would put him at number 5 in the division, you know? Kai Asakura, yeah. Imagine if Davey Grant went on a tear and won a title. That'd be crazy. Sean Woodson, possible. Is he ranked? He's fighting Dan Ige, but are they ranked? No. Dan Ige is ranked. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a stream. I'm starting to feel sick again. I'm about to start sneezing and coughing on stream a little too much to like maintain the stream. But yo, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for all being in here and being active, even though I was gone for a week on this trip. But I appreciate you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow. You guys are the best. Oh yeah, here's my. Let me drop the link to. I know you guys can go to my channel, but I'll drop the link to the to the Seattle vlog right here. Here you go, guys. If you're on YouTube, I just dropped the link to the UFC Seattle vlog in the chat right there. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. You guys are the best. I will see you guys tomorrow on stream. I'll probably have a video about the Hooker pullout tomorrow. I'll maybe wait to see if there's a replacement before dropping a video. But thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. You guys are the best.